Dear classmate, we'll continue chapter number 5. Okay, that is adolescence, endocrine system in adolescence. Today in this session, we'll see adolescence and related problems. Okay, because adolescence is a stage of life when a lot of emotional and physical changes take place. That means not only the physical changes are observed, but in the meantime, emotional or psychological problems or changes are also seen. So that time, the people who are in adolescence might face lot of problems. So here we'll mainly talk about the problems being faced by the people of adolescence or people in the adolescence in their life. Okay, so first we'll see boys and girls become too conscious about the growth of their body. Okay, so here I may not be able to write everything here on the board. I just say the point out here, number 1, number 2, like that. I'll try to explain it in detail. In the meantime, you also have to refer to your book. All right. So as I was telling you, in number 1, what you find is that boys and girls become too conscious about the growth of their body. Okay, and they start worrying about the growth in the various parts of their body. So boys usually what they do is that they a lot of time go to the drawing room and stand in front of the mirror, and they start seeing the body of themselves and start finding the problems there, start finding the the unnecessary growth of some of their parts of the body, okay, which bring about some worry, some problems in them, because they are too conscious that time in that particular age or in that particular stage of life. All right, and they feel shy from each other. They feel shy from each other and feel hesitant in sharing their problems. That's true. They feel shy in sharing the problem with their friends, with their parents also. All right, and most of the time they go on finding faults in themselves, because you must be knowing, because you are the people in this particular stage of life. Okay, what kind of feelings you have got, what kind of changes that you are experiencing now, you must be knowing it very well. Okay, so you start finding the problems in yourselves, okay, and develop a complexity, some kind of inferior complexity will be developed in you. So you cannot be open up to your friends and also to your parents in sharing the problems. That problem will be there in the stage of your life called adolescence. All right, so they spend a lot of time in grooming. So you must be knowing, before you come to the school or go somewhere else, you start getting ready and it takes a lot of time. Why? Because you stand in front of mirror, you wear one shirt which may not be suitable for you, and again you go to change other one. In the same way, girls also, okay, they take a lot of time in grooming, because the thing which you wear, which you do, may not be done according to the one you have. So you go on changing, you go on finding the fault in yourself, which consumes a lot of time. This is obvious problem that is seen during adolescence. That is number 1 point. All right, then number 2, what you can see is that they become worried about their future. Though it is too early to think about their future, but they become very worried about their future, which develops a stage of depression in them. Okay, when you start thinking of the future, when the time is not there, when it is not an appropriate time for you to think about the future, obviously that brings about some depression in you. All right, scientifically, the cause of depression is the dramatic increase in the hormone level in the body. Okay, so this problem, the cause of the depression that the people face in this stage is because of the dramatic increase in the hormone level in the body. Hormone level, because that time the endocrine system becomes very active. Last time we discussed in the last session, endocrine system becomes very fast. Endocrine gland becomes very active. They start producing a lot of hormones, more than the body requires. So under the influence of those hormones, what happens that you will have such kind of change, you will have such kind of complex, you will have such kind of problem. All right. So what happens, because that time this hormone affects the brain, that control emotion and moods, because the brain has a lot of parts, and different parts have different roles to play, different functions to play. So especially the part of the brain is affected by the hormone which controls the emotions and moods. All right. But this problem doesn't remain permanent there in the body. Slowly and slowly it will disappear when you become old, or when you start growing older and older, the problem disappears. Okay, that's the second problem the people face during adolescence. Number 3, boys and girls like to remain most of the time with their fellow colleagues or peers. What? Peers. Peers means their fellow friends. Okay, most of the time they want to remain together with their fellow friends or peers. All right, they feel safe in group. Okay, they find themselves safe in group, and also they imitate what others do in the group. Okay, they imitate. So you must be knowing. All right, so if your friend, okay, boys, in case of boys, if your friend has made a spiky hairstyle today, you are going to make it tomorrow. Okay, suppose in case of girls, if your friend has brought a very nice school bag today, tomorrow you are going to ask your mom to buy it so that you also can have it. That means is an imitation. Okay, is an imitation. It's not done by yourself, but is the age. It is the stage of your life. All right, you cannot blame anyone, but this is the stage of life. It happens, so that we call it a problem in the adolescence. That is emotional or psychological problem or change. It happens automatically. All right, because that time I've told you the hormone is excessively produced out there, which affect the brain. All right, so that happens there. And number 4 problem or the change the people in adolescence face is, you see, this is a that means this adolescence is a crucial age. It's a very crucial age when some boys and girls are trapped in a bad company. That's a very important thing that you have to note down. Okay, so this is the age when sometimes you people may be trapped in bad company. Alright, and you may become addicted to many bad things also. I'm talking about the people in adolescence, because you are the right example of adolescence. You are in this particular stage of your life. Alright, so this time you need to be very much cautious about it. You need to be very much careful while making your friends. If your friends are there who are already into it, who are already into some bad habits, alright, you need to be very much cautious about it, because that bad habit of your friends might influence you also, because you are very much sensitive in this particular stage of life. So that before making your friends itself, if you are very much cautious, then you can get rid of this problem. Okay, so these are the some emotional or psychological changes that take place during adolescence. Okay, so after adolescence we find adulthood. Okay, soon after the adolescence, okay, we enter into the another stage of life, that is adulthood. Alright, so in adulthood a person attains full physical growth and you are fully emotionally stable, because the people in adulthood are already fully grown up now. You are grown up. Okay, your growth has been already stopped now, especially your after 18 there is no chance of growing in height also, it stops already. So now what you are doing now, you are already fully grown up, and also you are emotionally stable once you are in adulthood. Okay, then what you do is that you are especially give priority to stable relationship. Okay, stable relationship, whichever the relationship has been built up now, or you're going to build up with some friends or with some relatives, that will be stable. That means you start giving priority to stable relationship. Okay, intellectual and career pursuits. Okay, career pursuits and shouldering responsibilities, like that. So whatever the responsibilities now are given by your parents, you are going to fulfill it, you are going to shoulder it. Okay, so because you are in that particular stage of life, when you are already grown up, you are emotionally stable also. This is what you do during your adulthood now. All right. Okay, now we'll see importance of personal hygiene. Okay, importance of personal hygiene. Now we'll talk about importance of personal hygiene, especially during adolescence. Okay, you need to be very much cautious about your health also that time. So what are the points that you find in personal hygiene, so that you can keep yourself fit and healthy? So we'll talk about it now. So following activities are to be, okay, so we'll see the activities only, which are the activities that we have to do during adolescence so as to maintain our personal hygiene. All right, number one, we have proper and safe food. Proper and safe food. Proper and safe food. Okay, number one that you need to give importance, okay, is proper and safe food. Food is very important that time. Diet, in fact, is very important that time, because your adolescence is a stage of rapid growth and development. So you will be growing very fast. Development will take place at very rapid pace. Okay, at very at very high speed, which means very rapidly the growth takes place that time. So you have to be very much cautious about the diet that you take. Okay, so what type of diet? You need to take balanced diet. Balanced diet. Balanced diet. Balanced diet means what? You know that the food or the diet that contains everything in a correct proportion according to the need of your body. Okay, so see, the carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, water, everything should be there in your diet in a very correct proportion according to your need. So that is called balanced diet. You need to, suppose you are already into the games, you are playing football, you are doing heavy exercises, so accordingly the diet has to be maintained. All right, so that has to be done. Number one, balanced diet. All right, and milk should be there, because milk is already kind of balanced diet. Okay, fruits, fresh vegetables need to be taken. Okay, fruits, okay, timely fruits, good fruits, fresh vegetables need to be taken. Okay, that your stale food should not be eaten, stale vegetables also should not be taken. All right, that is your proper and safe food. Clear? And freshly prepared food, which is just now prepared, freshly prepared food, stale food should be avoided, I am telling. Okay, freshly just now cooked food should be eaten. Cooked food, milk, butter, or any other perishable vegetables should be properly stored in refrigerator. Okay, like cooked food. So if you have got the what you call that, your the food which is already cooked, okay, and you want to eat it afterwards, so it should be well preserved, it should be well kept there in refrigerator, or milk, butter, anything, any perishable should be kept properly there in the refrigerator. Okay, and avoid fast food, any fast food, going to the restaurants, going to dhabas, okay, eating all those fast food should be completely avoided. Okay, that's all about your proper and safe food. Second, we have proper lifestyle. Proper lifestyle. Proper lifestyle. Proper lifestyle. That's very important, in your adolescence. For which what you have to do is that what the proper lifestyle includes. Say, number one, sleep and regular exercise. You need to go to the bed in time. Okay, in time. You require the sleeping, the sound sleep should be there, good sleep should be there, so that you need to go to the bed in time. And also regular exercises, okay, going to the bed again, getting up next morning, okay, doing nothing, no any exercises, it doesn't do anything good. Okay, so that you need to avoid all those things there. So you need to have a regular exercise. Okay, avoid long table work. If you are walking on the table, okay, if you are walking on the table, so you are writing, you are doing drawing, or so many things, so for long period of time continuously doing that also is not good, so that should also be avoided. In time you need to take a break also. All right, then we have regular physical activities. Physical, sitting only on the chair doing the table work only is not going to give you something good, but you need to do some physical activities also. You need to walk, you need to do something physically. All right, and avoid long hours of watching TV. Sitting there on the bed watching TV for quite long period of time is really going to do something bad in you. That should not be done. All right, and another important thing that I'm going to tell you is that avoid smoking. Avoid smoking. Consumption of alcohol and drugs should be avoided, because I've already told you this is a very crucial stage of your life. Your fellow friends may have already been into this addiction, so they may be asking you, they may be forcing you, they may be blackmailing you to have smoking, consuming alcohol and drugs, all those things there. So you need to avoid all those things like smoking, consumption of alcohol, drugs should all be avoided. Okay, you should not come under the influence of people, those who are already into it. All right, just learn only the good things, avoid all the bad things if they have. These are the personal, proper lifestyle. Then third, we have got cleanliness. 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 See now, cleanliness. So you need to keep yourself neat and clean. Okay, neat and clean. So what are the things that come under cleanliness is because you are in that stage of your life when this this cleanliness plays a very important role in your life to keep yourself fit and healthy. Number one, always wash hands with soap, clean teeth after every meal. Wash your hands, that all you know, because now you are very much conscious during this period of time, because you are already in the time where everywhere the talk about COVID-19 is there, coronavirus is there. You are already taught by the NGOs, non-government organizations, the people involved in this sector, people in the health sector. They must have already taught you how to keep yourself hygienic and how to keep yourself away from this problem called this pandemic. You must be knowing they are always asking you to wash your hands properly with soap, use sanitizer, something like that. That's very much important for you, not only to get rid of this problem, but in the meantime to keep yourself healthy. All right, that is very much important. And you need to clean your teeth after every meal, because whenever you eat something, some kind of things may be stuck in between the teeth and all, and after half an hour some bacteria may be going there and produce some kind of acid which cause cavities there in your teeth. So that you need to clean your teeth after every meal. Okay, second, take regular bath. Regularly you need to take bath with if possible hot water or your clean water. Okay, that is there. Then clothes, especially undergarments, need to be regularly changed. Okay, clothes, your clean clothes, whether it is old, but it should be cleaned, well washed clothes need to be wearing, and especially the undergarments need to be regularly changed. Okay, then what is also there is that the feet to be cleaned, the legs, your feet, because these are the ones always were walking. Okay, so it may come across lot of germs, lot of dirt, lot of viruses and all, lot of bacteria, discussing germs and all. So time and again you need to wash your feet or wash your legs also. Okay, then cleaning your hair, cleaning the hair, combing your hair is another important habit that you need to inculcate or that you need to develop, especially during your adolescence. All right, and eyes also need to be washed with clean and cold water, very gently. It's not that you should not rub it, but gently you just have to splash it with cold or warm water, so that cold or clean water. You should not rub it. By any chance something goes into your eye and it starts itching, you don't rub it. Okay, please don't rub it, otherwise some other complexities may be developed. All right, then these are the things that you need to know under this cleanliness. Then beside this, you need to take care of the surrounding of your surrounding also. It's not that you are very much neat and clean, but in the meantime the place where you are sitting, where you are living, and the surrounding where you are surrounding of your house, if it is very bad, if it is full of dirt, if it is full of waste, then it is of no use. It is of no use. So that surrounding also need to be equally cleaned. That is also very important. Then another point, that is fourth point that you need to know about keeping yourself healthy during adolescence is your physical exercise. Your physical exercise. Physical exercise. Okay, physical exercise. You need to exercise regularly. I was telling you before. All right. You need to walk properly. Okay, you need to walk in the morning if possible. You need to walk, or in the evening also you need to walk to some distance, so that you can keep yourself fit. And also you need to play outdoor games. Okay, you need to play games. It's not that you need to play the games their own the mobile, or on your what do you call it, your computer, but you need to play the outdoor games there in the ground, not on your mobile or not on your laptop. You should be playing there in the ground only. All right, in the fresh air. You need to play the outdoor games in fresh air, and it is an important activity to combat your stress and strain in your adolescence. Okay, to play the games outside in the fresh air, going for the regular exercise, walking in the morning, walking in the evening. Okay, it's very important to combat all the challenges in your adolescence, especially to keep yourself away from the stress and strain, I mean. Okay, it's very important. I've told you, you need to play the games, not there on mobile, not on laptop, not on computer, but in the ground. You need to be there physically be present there in the ground in the open air, so that you can combat all those challenges that come in your adolescence. So this is how I believe you people must be taking it up in very serious way, so that you inculcate in your daily habits. Okay, thank you very much.